Okay, so hi to everyone and welcome to today's English class. I don't know where everyone is. I know that we have Victor, Fo, we have Valeria, Yanithwan with us. So hi guys, and I hope everyone is doing well. So what are we doing today in our English class? Today we are going to be designing a poster. So what does that mean? That means that, as you know from last lesson, we looked at events, what are like important days that are happening. So if I have a special day and I want to let people know so that they could come, I need to make a poster. I need to like put the details on a piece of paper. Maybe it can be online these days because now we share it on social media. And I need to tell people where to come, what time, where they need to be. What is it? Is it my birthday? Is it a Christmas party? Is it an Easter party? Is it a music festival? I mean, the event can be anything. And in our lives, we always have a time where we want to share it with people and we want people to come. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to be creating a poster and letting people know that we want them to come. So we want to invite people. It's like an invitation. You can think of it like an invitation. So you'll know in your life, you would have seen a lot of events. You would have seen posters for, and you'll see them everywhere. Maybe you've seen them at your college. Maybe you see these posters in the city on a post board somewhere or community center. So, hi, Franco and Valeria. So, for example, I'll show you some examples of events. So, this is a Valentine's Day. As we know, we just had Valentine's Day yesterday. So, you can imagine if you saw this poster somewhere and maybe you want to go. So, maybe you want to go to this event, you want to take your special partner here. So you could see it says Valentine's Day. You can see the information that it has. So it's a 3-course dinner for 2. There's the price. And it tells me booking. It gives me an email address if I need to contact them. It tells me the place, who's organizing it. And it might have a location. Okay, so that's one example. Another example could be a movie night. So this is an event by a movie night. Maybe it's by your local community, your church community, your sports community. We don't know. So it's got movie night. So it tells us what is the event. It tells us at what time, at 4 o'clock, and the movie starts at 7. It tells us the date. It gives us the address, the price of the ticket, and again, an email address, because maybe I need to contact them to get more information. So it could be a phone number, an email address. This is another one for drinks. Maybe it's a bar, and they're trying to get people to come for their drinks. Lots of different types of events. So I'll just have a look at one more example. This is a Christmas party one. So again, maybe it could be a Christmas party for your work. Maybe it's a Christmas party just in your area, in your community. So it's free entry. It tells us the date and what time, the address, and it has a nice invitation here. Join us for a Christmas party. And, it's got images. So it's not just words, but there's also pictures and images. So you want to keep the information really short and you want to try and add images and, big titles for your event. One last one. I'll look at something that's quite different. A New Year's party. I can see that's there. Grand opening. maybe you have a business and you want to announce that you're going to open up your doors. Maybe you're opening up a hair salon, or you're opening up a cafe or whatever. So grand opening, that means like the first day that something is going to open. It tells us the dates, the time, the details. So you could see lots of good types of and this one's interesting because we just recently had the lunar year. So this could be an event. It doesn't look like I'll just pick another one that has a bit more detail. So imagine if you are a restaurant. So you could put this one. You might put maybe that's not the best example. We needed one where it had, the location, the time, and the date. Okay, so now you have an idea of what we were doing. So as I said, we're going to create an event together. Before we do that, let's look into our textbook and have an example, and then we will get into groups and create our own events. Okay, so in my textbook, I am here on this page, and it says announcing an event. So remember, announcing means like I'm telling. I'm wanting to tell people to come somewhere. So an announcement gives us information about an event. Which of these have you often read? So maybe do you see it for a concert, a film, a charity event? Maybe there's, they will need to collect money to help the sick people or something. Maybe it's an invitation to your friend's birthday party, or it's an email for work or school about a meeting, or a gym class exercise. They are all events, and you would have come and read them across in your life. So the one that we're going to look at as an example is this one, Earth Day. So let's answer some questions. It says, who is organizing the event? So who are the people that are doing this event? So we need to know, because we need to know if it's, it just looks more professional if we know where the company, or it could be a group of people, because you could have put your name, or could be anyone, a library, it could be, like I said, a cafe, any kind of, you need to know who is organizing this. So I can see here it says Newmarket Environmental and Conservation Group. To me, that sounds like they are the people that are organizing this Earth Day. So the event is called Earth Day, and it is by the Newmarket Environmental and Conservation Group. So what is it? It's an Earth Day. Where is it? Where is the location? I can see it's got the address here, Newmarket Park. Okay, so you'd always need to put the address. You need to tell people where to go. What date is it on? April the 22nd. Okay, I can see a date, so I know when. What time does it start and what time does it end? It says it actually doesn't tell me what time, which is interesting. Usually you would say, from 10 till 5 or 10 till late. This one didn't have the time. So I think they missed that important information. They should have put what time. Because if you want to go there, you need to know what time do I need to be there. How much does it cost? So usually people want to know, do I need to pay something or is it for free? This one says entrance free. So it could say free entrance, or maybe it says, $10 per person, or donation, gold coin donation. Sometimes when you go to an event, they just want you to put maybe $1 or $2. They call it a gold coin donation. So I know that this one's free. Good. I don't need to pay anything. I can go there for free. What activities are there? So I could see there's theater, music, art, presentation, shops with lots of products. Okay, good. So I know what can I expect to see there? What can I do there? Is there a car park? Sometimes it's important to let people know if there's a place to park, or maybe there's a free bus or something. How do I get there? This one tells us, doesn't really tell us about the car park. If it doesn't say anything, usually it means that there should be parking. It should be fine. Why is it happening? Sometimes it's important to say why. So, for example, if it was an event for your birthday, or maybe your sister is having a baby, or there's a marriage, or there's a Christmas party. This one, I guess we can understand that it's to plant the trees. And I guess to encourage people to, think about saving the earth and helping the earth. So I guess because of the presentation, how to help the environment. So that's why they are doing this event. So people can really care about the earth. What can you buy? So sometimes maybe they'll tell you that you can buy food. You must say that because people need to know, can I buy food there or not? Can you buy something? So here it says, yes, shops selling environmentally friendly products. So that means that they are products that are good. They're not made from chemicals and bad stuff. They're really good for the environment. So maybe a lot of homemade stuff, candles, jewelry, maybe there's lots of plants I can buy as well. Maybe, yeah, lots of things that are good for the environment. Is there food or drink? So we said yes, hot and cold food, it tells us. And if I need to get more information, where can I go? Usually there should be an email address or a phone number. It's very important. Don't forget to add a contact details, because if I need more information, maybe I need to ring them up and say, hi, I need some information about this event. So whatever. People will always have a question to ask. So it looks like there's a website, www.necg.org/Earth Day. Okay, and it says for more information. So that's good. Now I've got so much details about Earth Day and I can decide if I want to go. So I saw this poster. It's interesting to me. I'm going to go. I can invite friends and I know to give them the detail, where to be, what time, what to do there. So one important thing is when we write events, as I said, you don't want to add too much detail. You don't want to add full sentences. So you really want to try and make short, sharp sentences, just important information. We don't want to make it like a writing. It's not meant to be a writing. It's meant to be a poster that grabs someone's attention very quickly. So you want images, you want big headings, you want short words, not full sentences. So if you can see in our textbook, it says here, we don't normally write full sentences on announcements, such as posters or notices. So even if you do this as online, you can use Canva, which is what I was showing you before. I mean, even here, you can still see it allows me to pick one and then I can just add in the information that I want to. You can still see that there's not a lot of sentences, it's just very short, sharp words because you want the information to stand out. Okay, because people don't have a lot of time to stop and read all the details. They just need to see it. Maybe they're going to take a photo of it. So you want the most important information to stand out. So if you look at the highlighted words in these sentences, you'll see that they're the most important words. We can cut off unnecessary words. So instead of saying everyone is welcome to our Earth Day celebration at New Park on April the 22nd, that's a full sentence. That's how we speak. But when you need to put that information on a poster, you can just say, everyone, welcome to Earth Day, New Marketplace, April the 22nd. We can see that right here on the poster. You don't need full sentences. Again, the next sentence says, we are going to plant 100 trees around Newmarket Town Centre. Now that's fine. If I'm giving a presentation, remember a presentation is when you come up and speak to many people. Yes, you need to have full sentences when you speak. But as a poster, you don't need full sentences. So plant 100 trees around the town centre. That's it. Just short, sharp information. So if you look at these next sentences, there will be presentations about how to help the environment. So presentations on how to help the environment. You can watch theatre, listen to music, and look at art by local performers and artists. So again, I can just write theatre, music, art. Shops are going to be selling environmentally friendly products. So I could just say buy environmentally friendly products or purchase environmentally friendly products. You can also buy hot and cold food. Again, I could just say food available, hot and cold food available, drinks. Entrance to this event is free. Again, free entrance, no charge, free. You can just put the word free. And visit our website. Again, we don't need to say visit our website. If you just put the website, people will know to go there. Or if you just put your phone number, you don't need to say call this number. You can just put the phone number. People will know. Okay, so as I said, you are going to get into groups and create your own event. Now, I do have groups, so we'll get into groups and then we will upload them and share and talk about it when we come back. Okay, so we're going to look at an example by Brian. So Brian, as we know yesterday, he did his presentation on St. Patrick's Day. Remember this event, which is for the Irish people, but it's also celebrated here in Australia. So Brian did his poster. We can see it's a good heading, St. Patrick's Day. I think there's a bit of spelling mistake in the title, but we can fix that up. So St. Patrick's Day. Location, Finmacool, Norwood. Yes, that was the pub, the place where people go to have a drink. So March the 17th, I know when. It's from 7:30 in the morning until 5 p.m. Good. Let's all celebrate together. Good. Bring lots of beer. I like that. And then I like the English. Did you use Canva to do this? Oh, you did? Amazing. Good. And it's got the website. So if I need to find out more information, I love it. It's got short, sharp information, big title, but you just need to fix that up. Let's see. Who is organizing it? Yes. What is it? Yeah. Where? Yes. What date? What time? Yes. How much does it cost? That's okay because we know, yeah, that's okay. What activities? Well, I like it. Beer, drinking beer, that's the activity. Is there food or drink? I like it. Yeah, I think that's perfect. You don't need more information than that. So let's all celebrate together. Yes. So just fix up the title. Well done. Good poster. So that's what we call a poster. Now, posters, they could be, you could find them in the city, on the wall somewhere, on in a community center, or maybe this is one that's shared now on social media. So we know that today, that's where we see a lot of the events on Instagram, on Facebook. So this is as if Brian created an event and now he's going to post it out to let people know this is what's happening. Come and let's celebrate together. And he gave us a lot of information. Where, when, what time, what can I do there? And I like it looks really fun. So well done. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. So now we are looking at Earth University. So it says here, Costa Rica exports. That means that it sends out its bananas around the world. There we go. Bananas, Costa Rica and Latin America. So let's read some of these sentences and see what the words mean. I study agriculture at my university. So this is a subject of agriculture that I know Sebastian enjoys. What is agriculture? It's the subject of farming. This hat protects me from the hot sun. What does the verb protects mean? It's to stop someone or something from being hurt. Yeah, protects. Plastic bags are not environmentally friendly. What does environmentally friendly mean? Yeah, good for the natural world. Yeah. Humans need to be respectful to the environment. To be respectful means yeah, to look after something because you think it's important. And my sister didn't have any money because she got a scholarship to a university. Scholarship is when a university pays for a student's course. Okay, so we're going to watch a video and it's going to be about the Earth University, which is in Costa Rica. So this is a true university. I'll just show you it. Earth University in Costa Rica. So this place is where people can go to study farming and agricultural culture. So you could see they do a lot of good things for the earth, for nature. Okay, so let's watch the video and answer some questions. So watch it first and then Okay, we then had some questions that we had to answer. So we have this like little profile, the Earth University Costa Rica. So the principal was Jose Zaglu. Yeah. What were the subjects that you could study there? Agriculture and skills to protect the environment. So I didn't write the full word here. Environment. The number of students, 400. Yep, so there's 400 students at the university. And where do the students mostly come from? Africa. Yes, Latin America and Africa. And how many days a week do they do work and study? 6 days per week. So we can do that slash and we can say 6 days. And then this slash means per week. What? Slash. That's a slash and a dash is like that. So it's 6 days per week. The symbol is called a slash, but when we talk, we say per. So like this, 6 days per week. And I made this word short. So anytime you make a word short, you should put a full stop to show that you've used a short word for it. So the per, I'm going to use the slash, 6 days per week. And how many months of a year? 11. So they probably have 1 month holiday and every maybe Sunday, no work. And what's the reason for the banana farm? Yeah. You need more time holiday? So that's the reason, to try out new ways of farming. They want to see how can they grow bananas in a different way, and which country buys their banana, because you remember they export. Export means when a country sends out a product to the world. So Costa Rica sends out their bananas mostly to the USA. And the courses, farming and business management. So that's a real university in Costa Rica. So if you're interested in those subjects, that's a great place to study. Let's watch another short little clip, and it's going to give us some words, vocab from the video.
They teach us here how to be very respectful to our environment, not only to the people that we're working with, but also to our environment.
Where we come from, the northern part of Kenya, is Marsabit, is one of the poorest places we have in Kenya.
Robert Lechipan says that Earth University teaches many useful skills.
The
profits of the banana business support scholarships for students from poor communities.
University President Jose Zaglul thinks the students at Earth University will become leaders.
Okay, so there was some good vocabs there. Okay, let's talk about these sentences. One of my skill is what? You have to complete the sentence for yourself. So for example, when you have a skill, it means that you know how to do something. So what is it that you know how to do? What do you know how to do? A skill is like a talent. You're good at something. So you could, what is it? Being resilient. Yeah, persevering and being resilient. So one of my skill is being, when we want to talk about having like having qualities in ourselves, like being kind and being friendly, we must put this word being and then whatever that adjective is: kind, friendly, resilient. Is this the word? Reliable, persevering. Yep, confident, being confident. Good. So we need to put this verb being before the adjective. Okay, so being kind, being friendly, being resilient, reliable, kind. Kind. Being kind, like nice, like I'm not mean. I'm a nice person. I'll help you. I'll speak to you nice. You know, kind. Like always happy to help someone. Kind, friendly, resilient, reliable. So being, that's a good word. Good. But when we talk of an activity, then all you need to say is one of my skill, because these were adjectives. So remember, these were adjectives. But then if I want to add an activity, I say one of my skills is, you go for the verb, playing soccer, fixing computers, whatever activity, then you just go straight for the action. Playing, fixing, doing, making something. Okay, so you can have a skill in about your personality. That's why we use these adjectives. So we must say being, or if you want to go straight for the activity, one of my skills is playing chess. One of my skills is drawing. One of my skills is making cake, teaching English. Yeah. So that's when we put the activity or the adjective. So I'll put in here when it's the activity, then you go straight for the verb with the ing. But then this one is being, and then you got the adjective because you want to describe something.
Why the verb being in ID?
Because it's not the first verb. It's not the first action. So you've got here is, which is from the verb to be, and it's not the main, it's the main action, but it has that helper verb in front of it, to be, and then the ing. Because you know how you say, I am speaking to you now, I am teaching. So one of my skills is, you must have an ing, because is a verb that we use. No, it's a helper verb. The main verb is whatever that one is. To be plus, and then this is the main verb. So we know that we use the verb to be in front of a main action that has an ing, usually the activities. And then we also know, that we use the verb to be when we talk about our age. I am 38. I am a teacher. So when we talk about our job, I am whatever adjective. I'm kind, nice. And then we also use it to talk about our name. I am Laila. And I am how tall you are, your height. I am 160 centimeters tall. And also our job, age, name, height, adjective, and where we're from. I am nationality. I am Australian. So that's two ways to know when we need to use the verb to be. So because it's an ing, you must have to be in front of it. Unless it's kind of in the middle of a sentence and not the main verb. So for example, I was watching a film. So if you have this sentence, I was watching a film hoping to learn English. Now, this is actually not the main action. What's the main action? Is this one. I was watching a film. So because it's in the middle of the sentence, it kind of like needs to be the ing. But you could also do it with to verb. I was watching a film to learn English. So anytime you have an ing, just be careful. Maybe it's the main action, so it has the verb to be in front of it. I was watching TV, I was doing my homework, I was reading a book, or it could be in the middle of a sentence. And if it's in the middle of a sentence, then really it's not the main action, and it's just like, I mean, this is the main part. I was watching a film, hoping to learn English. But then another way you know a verb that's in the middle of a sentence, if it's to verb. I was watching a film to learn English. It's not the main verb. Okay, so that's why we say one of my skills is, and then I must say the activity is speaking many languages. One of my skills is fixing computers, is whatever. So what's your sentence? Okay. Let's start with online. You can write them in the chat box, Franco and Yana. One of my skills is what? Is learning, is sleeping. One of my skills is exercising. One of my skills is making friends easily. What's your sentence? Does everybody, you can make a sentence properly?
Give me a second.
Mm-hmm. Mm. One of my skills is playing paddle. I don't know this game. Ah, okay. Is it paddle? Oh, okay. It's like with a paddle. Interesting. Okay, so it's a game from Mexico originally. Paddle. I've never heard of it. So
I don't know.
yeah, it looks fun. Very similar to tennis. What is paddle? Okay, so yes, good. One of my skills is playing paddle. Okay, so you should all have a sentence. You've made your sentences. Let's do the next sentence. Once I sold and made a profit. So what did you sell and you made a profit? That means that you made money from it. So you could say, once I sold cookies, like maybe I made some little cookies and made a profit. Once I made some necklaces and made a profit because I sold them. Sorry, once I sold. Did anyone ever make something and then you sold it? Yeah, but once I sold a PlayStation, but did you sell it? But the price that you bought it at, you made money because maybe you bought it for $200, but then you sold it for $300. So you made a profit, $100. So it's not just I sold, but I sold something, but I actually made money. No. Yeah, I know. It's usually people that can make things like cakes, you know. Yeah. They service something. See you tomorrow.
So my hour.
My what? My my hard work. Once I sold, we say once I sold my yeah. I sold my skill. No, yeah. Okay, the next one. Something is the leader of my country. So in Australia, our leader is the prime. Yes. Do you follow him? Anthony Albanese. Do you follow him? And what? She said. Yes, good. So that's our leader. He's our prime minister, Anthony Albanese. So who is it for you? All you need to do is just add the name. So Anthony Albanese is the leader of my country. That's my sentence. Remember, leader means that they will get people to follow them. They're like in control of something. They're in control of, the government, or they make decisions.
Teacher, what is the leader of Thomas Brother?
Yeah, isn't it this Greek man? His name is Peter. Yeah, I never know how to say his name. His if you see him, maybe you know him on the news. Not that one. His I'll show you his picture when he comes up. You know him because I see him on the news a lot. He always goes around and does something. He's always this one. You know? No, you don't see in the news? Maybe I'll show you another photo. Let me just take off Minister Peter. The governor of South Australia. Yes, see? This one, no? I think premier, governor, I don't know what the different position. Yes. So Greek background. Him. Yes, I think so. Each state, yeah. I don't follow much politics, So politics is a subject where you talk about what's happening in the government, in the country, laws, and, you know, I don't follow it that much, but yeah. See, that's his title, Deputy Premier of South Australia. And his team is the Liberal, maybe. But yeah, or Labour, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, good. Then we had, that was it. Those were the questions. Now, in the last few minutes that we have, you're going to imagine that you're going to make a similar video like what we watched. So you need to pick a school or a university that you know well. Okay, maybe it could be from your country. And you're going to say, what will you film? So what part of that university do you want to show the world? Like, for example, let me think. I like Flinders University in South Australia, and I think they have an amazing for law. They have such a great law school up here. I mean, they also have a great sorry, I didn't share my screen. So my example would be Flinders University. I actually went there as a student, and I want to show the part of the law school that's there because I think they have a great law school. They also have great science section and even languages. Maybe I should even talk about the languages because that's what I studied there. But you got to pick a certain subject, just like we saw in the video where they were talking about Costa Rica University, that it was more farming. So pick a university. It could be a university anywhere around the world. And what subject? So what will you film? Are you going to film? So for me, I will film the law section that's in this university because I want to show that this is such a great university for studying law. Now, yes, there's many other universities, but I know that they have such a great, yeah, up in the hills. It's about like 30 minutes from here, from the city, 30, 40 minutes. Yeah, this is my university. They have scholarship programs. So what will you say in the film? So like what I told you, that they are a very well-known university. Not by a number. I think Adelaide University might still have the biggest number, but by their grounds, I think, yes, they're quite big. They have an amazing, so that's one thing I could talk about this university. So for my question, it says, what will you say? Well, this university has a huge campus. It also has student accommodation, which is different to the other universities. And it has a great law school, language school, science school. I mean, it has a lot of whatever you want to study, business. I also think that it also has a lot of nature. So I like this university because it is not in the city center. So I love that you can go to study here. You can like sit in the park. There's walks. You can go for like hikes in your break because it's all up in the hill. They have I might not be able to find the best image. They have a lot of trails. So trail means like if you want to go for a walk. So you can park your car and then just go walking. So in your break, yeah. Okay, so that was my example. So I'll give you a few minutes to think of a university that you're going to tell us about. Okay, and we'll come back in a few minutes. University of Antioquia. Is that good pronunciation? Okay, good. So this is an example from Sebastian. So this is your university. Did you go here? Yeah. So this university is in Colombia and it looks so beautiful.
big.
Water statue. This one? Yeah.
When
Fountain. Yes, so it has a huge water fountain at the entrance.
or
What's this one? Is it is it like a it's very hard to see. I'm going more close to see the see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow for the test. Oh. Wait, let's go back.
what?
Yeah. Sorry, this side.
Okay.
Wow. So it's here, okay. Wow, wow, so it's a huge campus, huge university. Amazing. And it's a government university, lots of subjects. If you want to study law, science, anything, yeah? Technology. What is it? Oh, veterinary, yeah, good. Yes. Yes. Yes, because it's such a huge university that you have to take a bus to move around. Yes, that's the same as Flinders University, the one I showed you, my one, same. They have their own bus and it moves. Yeah, because it's a big university. Is it the name in English? Is it College Antioquia, Colombia? I think this is the name in English. Yeah. Oh, good. So English and Spanish. Yeah. It's a public, yeah, research university in the city of Medellin, Antioquia, Colombia. It's the oldest department university in Colombia. Started in 1803. So that's good information that you can tell us about this university. Wow. So it's got a bit of history with the King Charles of Spain. It had a different name. Used to be called Franciscan College, the name before. Did you know? Yeah. And it's considered one of Colombia's best universities. High quality accreditation. That means that students really do get such good teachings and learnings there. As you said, technology. Yeah, they have the largest. If you want to study technology, this is one of the best universities for that. And medicine. So that's really a big part of this university. So anyone that's interested in technology and medicine, yes, they have many courses, but these are the two that are very big. So good, very good information about this university. Like what I told you for mine. Thank you for sharing your university. So now you know how to talk about a university. So we can always talk about when did it start. So we know the history for your one, 1803. We know what are the main subjects for the university. I like that we have details about, there's a fountain. It's huge land. You can take a bus in between there. Okay, good. So that brings us to the end of our chapter 12. So what are we going to do next lesson? I think everybody's left. So next lesson, we're going to look at the grammar for unit 12. So if you remember for this grammar, we've been talking about the future tense. So being able to make sentences in the future. We also know that now we know how to use measurements. We can talk about percentage, kilometers, liter, square meters, Celsius, the temperature. We know how to talk about our future. If you remember, we know how to write about what we think will happen in our future. We know how to talk about the land and the ocean, so parts of the earth. We also looked at knowing how to use the word the. You remember there were some rules when to use the and when not to use the. And then we also looked at doing questions with how. So asking, you know, how far, how near, how long, how many, how much, and how old. We then looked at doing presentations. So now we know how to talk about an important event and present it to people. And then we also looked at what we did today was designing a poster. So Sebastian, I still didn't see your one that you uploaded about the coffee tasting. So make sure you put it on Facebook. And good, now you know how to tell people, come to an event. There's something important that's happening, come. This is the location, this is the date. Is it free? Yeah. Okay, and then we looked at universities. That's how we finished the lesson. We looked at universities and being able to talk about universities. And what are our skills? What's our talent? Okay, so next lesson, we're going to look at the grammar for all of that. So we'll continue then, next lesson, for the grammar for all that we just talked about now.